What is going on, guys? It is DMG here, and today we are going to be talking about the League SBC grinding. Now, there's a few things that come along with this. Is one, how many coins do you have to have in order to start the League SBC? Do you need to have a fully stocked club? Do you need to have, some players in your club? Can you do it with no players in your club? Is this a good way to make coins? Is this a good way to save packs for Team of the Year? All of these good things, right? And I wanted to start out by showing you that this is something that could come about from your League SBC grinding, right? So I managed to get this Team of the Group Stage Benrahma card, and he doesn't go for a lot. It's not as if it's Ronaldo or Mbappe or anything like that, but nevertheless, it's still a solid card that goes, okay, well, someone's coin transferring. It goes for around, last time I checked, 30k or so, right? And again, right, coming from a 15k pack, coming from something that I just kind of grinded and just put a little bit of coins in, getting this back is fantastic. Along with that, you also get players from other League SBCs. You get John Brooks, you get this guy from the Spanish League, which currently does not have a League SBC, but eventually will. You have this guy from the Dutch, right, from the Eredivisie League. Same thing from this guy who's from the French League. Same guy from this guy who's, again, from the Spanish League. And so this is kind of what the League SBC is about. It's not necessarily about quickly making coins, but however, that is technically possible because you could pack something really, really good. That is still possible, but more than anything, it's about restocking your club. It's about getting all of these players into your club, so then one, if marquee matchups comes out, or some random SBC that requires some rares, right? We've seen a lot of SBCs that require 8-9 rares, and so you see these rare bronzes that are going to be worth a lot of coins, like 4 or 5k. You'll have those in your club that then you can either eventually sell, or that then you can use for that SBC if you want to complete it. It's also maybe about getting some fodder cards, so then if there is a some type of player SBC that you want to do, you can have those players in your club. But it's also just about, just in general, making your club a very healthy thing and kind of having this revolving door of players, potentially coins, packs that are kind of going in and out of your club, and eventually there's just going to be this exponential rise that happens, so then you can get a lot of coins. So most likely the very first question you guys are going to ask are how many coins you need in order to start this entire process. Well, I've been keeping track of the amount that I've started with and how many leagues I've done. So I started with 505k. Currently I'm on 482k, and that will go up eventually to maybe 510 once I sell Benrahma. And I've also done the MLS once, I've done the EFL once, I've also done a couple of the Premier League, I've done a couple of League One, I've done a couple of some of these other leagues as well, just kind of here and there, just from opening the packs of the MLS and the EFL. Now, you don't need to have 500k in order to start this, so most likely you are going to need probably around 50 or 60k in order to start it. And I say that because one, you do need to invest and put some coins into this in order to buy some of these League SBCs from scratch, and two, it's also good to have always 10-15k at the very least liquid, just in case you need to buy a couple players here and there in order to do an SBC or complete a League SBC or something like that. So again, you don't need to be in the upwards of the 100, 200, 300,000, millions of coins, anything like that. And again, you also don't have to have an incredibly stacked club either. The next question is probably going to be, how do I start this? How do I begin this entire process? So first things first, you're obviously going to be going into the League SBC sections here. So from this League SBC section, you are going to have a few different things. You obviously have the major leagues like the French League, the Bundesliga, the Premier League, the Serie A, and most likely the La Liga League that's probably going to be coming eventually. Besides those, you have the lesser leagues. You have the Eredivisie, you have the MLS, you have the Mexican League, the Saudi League, you have the CONMEBOL SBCs, you have the Championship SBCs. So in order to get started, you essentially just want to pick any of the lesser leagues, again, the Saudi League, Mexican League, whatever, and you want to buy that league from scratch. Now, technically, you can kind of choose whatever league that you want to start with. However, if you are unsure about which league you want to start with, what you can do is go on to Futbin here, you go to this SBC icon, you go to Active Challenges, and then this screen is going to be pulled up. You go to Leagues right here, you go to the Filter section on the right and you click on order by ascending price. Essentially, that's just going to put the cheapest ones near the front here. So as you can see, we have the EFL Championship here, we have the Saudi League, we have the Mexican League, right? So we have these kind of lesser leagues for, you know, it says from around 20 to 25k. Just to clarify, these league SBCs are not 20 to 25k. For some reason, Footbin is kind of off with these prices, because if you were to bid on some of them, or if you were to just buy like the cheapest ones that kind of pop up every now and then, you can essentially do any of these league SBCs, again, the minor ones, for around 15k. That's actually what I did starting out. I started with the championship and I didn't really have any players, maybe like 2 or 3 for the easiest one to do. And then from there, I just bought the remaining ones and I did it for around 12 to 15k. It was actually fairly simple. From all of those small packs that I opened, I actually got a couple of MLS players that then I was able to open as well, and kind of begin this entire grind just from doing one of these league SBCs, because then it just kind of starts to snowball. Make sure to not choose any of the big leagues to start this process off. So again, no Bundesliga, no Serie A, no Premier League, no French League, nothing like that. You are going to eventually get a bunch of these players from some of the just gold players packs, right? Because that's what some of these offers, and eventually you're just going to get a lot of them and you'll complete it that way. But starting out, buying the players, you do not want to start off with the big leagues. Along with that, treat the CONMEBOL SBCs like the big leagues. So if you happen to get a couple, that's great, you can eventually do it, but don't start off with those either. I have chosen the Mexican League next, since because of some of these packs that I've opened and because of a few players that I've had in the club beforehand, that the Mexican League is actually somewhat easier for me to do at the moment based on, again, the players that I have in my club. So what we're going to do is buy the remaining amount left. Now again, starting out, you do just need to buy all of the players that you need for the SBC, even if it's completely from scratch. That is okay. And again, that is also why you need around 50, 60, 70k in order to kind of kickstart this entire process. So again, we're going to start off with the Mexican League here. Hopefully let's see if we can get any of these left backs here. Do we get something here? We do. That is fantastic. Good stuff. So there we go. We managed to complete this entire SBC for the low price of, let's see here, 350. Then we had it for 200. Then we had it for 350. So less than 1,000 for this one SBC. Good stuff. Now again, I'm trying to save packs for Team of the Year. However, I'm still going to be opening all of these packs, right? There may be a few, you know, SBCs from the Premier League, for example, like completing it all, you get a 50k pack. I'll probably save those really big ones. But everything else I will be opening, because again, even though I'm saving packs for Team of the Year, in order to get this whole process going and to continue it, you know, you have to open some packs, right? You have to essentially spend coins to make coins. You have to open packs in order to save packs, that type of thing. So we get a Prime Mixed Players pack. Here we go. That is going to be good. Now again, you get some golds, you get some silvers, you get some bronzes. All of that is fantastic. It genuinely is. That's all really good stuff, because then that's going to be used for other SBCs. Now hopefully we get a good amount of SBCs here. Let's see. All right, so we have English, we got the German League, we got the Italian League, we got the Championship. Let's see, we have the Dutch, then we have the Mexican League, and hopefully eventually we also will be having the Belgian League. So that's very good. A lot of League SBC players in here. In fact, because we actually got that Mexican League player, we can actually add this to the second segment as well, which is really nice. Then we can throw in this last guy here at right wing. That should be good, and it is perfect. So again, we bought a couple of players, 450, 400, 450, and I believe, yeah, that was it. So again, we spent around 1,200 or so just for this one alone. Again, we did have some players in the club, so I'm not saying that this is all from scratch. However, again, the fact that we bought 3 players for, you know, 1,200 coins, multiply that by, let's say, 4, that's going to be around less than 5,000 coins. In fact, that's going to be around 4,000, 4,200, because, you know, that I was counting for 12 players there instead of 11. And so again, you do that for all of them, right? You do 4K for all 4 of those segments. That's going to be around 16K, right? And so again, that's going to be fairly easy to do all of these League SBCs for a good low price. So again, we have a small Prime Mixed Players pack to open. I'm assuming nothing good from it. In fact, yeah, we didn't see anything good from it. Now from this, we have, again, Bundesliga, we have La Liga, which is going to be good, and unfortunately nothing else. However, again, let's say we get something, right, that requires a rare Englishman, right? Or a rare Colombian for a league SBC, or something that requires just a lot of rare players for a daily SBC. Some of these guys could be fairly expensive to use, which is very good for us because you can either, again, complete that SBC or you can sell it. So just to kind of speed this process along, what I would normally do is just finish off these two as well. So then we'd complete the entire thing. Now, completing the entire league gets you in a rare Electrum Players Pack. Now, I would probably, in a, daily SBC, I would save it. In this case, I would open it so that I can get some players back into my club. Now, again, something like a rare players pack from the Premier League, a prime gold players pack from the Serie A, most likely I'm going to be saving those because they're from the bigger leagues. I can complete those a little bit, a little bit more easily, just because, I'm going to be getting a lot of those players back from the Mexican League, from the Saudi League, from those lesser leagues, right? I don't have to really worry about it as much. Now, the next question is probably going to be, all right, I chose the cheapest league SBC to do. I bought all of the players. I did what I was supposed to do. I bought the leagues and I completed the league. Okay, now what? Well, what you can do is, again, go and see which of the players that you have the most of from any of these other leagues. Or you can go look to see if you have any players from like the Serie A, the Premier League. Use, untradeable players if you really want to. You can use tradable ones if you want as well. And you can use all of them to complete those SBCs. Don't buy any of the players from the big ones. Otherwise, from there, you just continuously over and over and over do these league SBCs, these smaller league SBCs over and over and over again. Because again, it's not necessarily about making coins super easily and about, flipping these coins for profit. It's about restocking your club, right? So as you can see, I'm at around 480k. That's going to, again, jump to around 505k. So kind of where I started, but I'm going to have way more players in my club, bronzes, silvers, golds that are rares, that are non-rare. So essentially, I'm kind of in coin total back to where I was, but the value of my club has dramatically gone up. So that is going to do it for this video, guys. Now, if you do have any questions, feel free to DM me on Twitter. You can leave them in the comments down below. Anything is going to be good, and I'll try to answer them for you. But like I said, that is going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been DMG. Peace.